Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatina Shafika binti Jalil. My metric number is S50709. So today I would like to read about how to control Microsporidian parasite in shrimp farm. A type of Microsporidian parasite is severely affecting aquaculture in Asia. This report by Dr. Stephen Newman addressed best practice in reducing the pathogen, taken from the Global Aquaculture Advocate, a Global Aquaculture Alliance publication. Anthracocytozoon hepatopinae, EHP, a Microsporidian parasite that has been widely found in Asia and other parts of the world, is impacting aquaculture production by severely retarding the growth of cultured shrimp. Although the most common pathology associated with Microsporidian is a whitish discoloration in muscles due to spores that can stunt growth and cause other type of problem, EHP is different. It's only infect the tubule of the hepatopancreas in shrimp, which damage the ability of this critical organ to gain nutrition from feed. It is widely understood that EHP does not cause mortality but heavily limit growth. Formerly classified as protozoa, genomic taxonomy has determined that Microsporidians are closely related to fungi. About 100 genera of Microsporidian are known to infect crustaceans and fish. EHP is now endemic throughout China, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia and Vietnam, and likely present in India and possibly Mexico. It can likely be found anywhere that has import live feed from China and animal from areas where EHP is endemic. EHP is very difficult to eradicate. More than likely, we will only be able to control its level. How is EHP detected? The pathogen can be detected using gene-based tools such as polymerase chain reaction (PCR) and loop-mediated isothermal amplification testing of feces from broodstock. This method can also be used with post-larvae. Light microscopy can be used as well, although it can be very difficult to visualize the very small spores. Although effective, screening broodstock entails examination of individual animal and costly practice. In some areas, there may be no animal totally free of the pathogen. EHP treatment. Microsporidian infections are typically treated with a specific class of drugs that is unlikely to be effective against EHP because it is target tissue specificity. Dealing with the problem entails a three-pronged strategy incorporating biosecurity in the hatchery, proper pond preparation, and proper pond management during the growth cycle. Total elimination of Microsporidians may not be possible. The best approach is to lessen the load coming into ponds and control the level the ecosystem allows. The direct vector of EHP in pond has not yet been identified. Biosecurity in hatcheries. Proper practices and procedure for biosecurity in hatchery can help control EHP. No live feed, pond-reared adult broodstock as well as those fed infected live feed can be infected and spread EHP through feces. The use of live animal, including polychaetes, clam, warm water, squid, and locally produced artemia in broodstock maturation facilities pose a significant biosecurity risk and should be discouraged. Live feed such as krill do not pose a risk. If live feed are used, they should be frozen, pasteurized, or even irradiated. Disinfection. Maturation facilities and hatcheries should be dried out completely, washed, and then disinfect with a caustic solution of sodium hydroxide. It has been suggested that all equipment, pipe and tank should be soaked in a 2.5% sodium hydroxide solution for at least 3 hours. After this, the remaining caustic solution should be washed away, and all of the treated material allowed to dry for an extended period. Rinse before use with acidified chlorine at 200 ppm and pH less than 4.5. Microsporidian spores are extremely resistant to most treatment, and complete elimination will prove challenging. The goal is to substantially lower the load. Clean it Nopli. Proven strategies for washing and rinsing Nopli with an appropriate mix of fresh water and chemical, iodine and formaldehyde, among others, that can weaken the passive attachment of spore to egg and Nopli, thus lessening transmission, must become routine. This is an effective tool against EHP, as well as for lowering the loads of the bacteria that cause early motility syndrome that pass from broodstock to post-larvae. Pond preparation. High organic load typically relate to spore load. There is likely some intermediate factor, and until we are sure what it is, use strategy to properly treat sediment before stocking, as spore typically are resistant to a wide variety of environmental conditions, with different species displaying differential susceptibility. The general suggestion are to physically remove accumulate organic matter and treat pond bottom with a very caustic material to bring the pH to 12 and kill many of the spores. Killing all of them may not be possible. It has been recommended the eaten pond be disinfected with very heavy use of calcium oxide or quicklime applied at a level of 6,000 kg HA or greater. Pond bottom must be completely dry. Blow the quicklime into the dry sediment to a depth of 10 to 12 cm. Then moisten the sediment to activate the lime. If the application is done properly, the pH of the soil will rise to 12 or more within days, and then gradually return to normal as the quicklime becomes calcium carbonate. Pond management. After the soil have recovered, use suitable commercial product from the early stage of culture to prevent the accumulation of large amount of organic matter. This can be used alone or in combination with water exchange. The goal is lessen the amount of accumulated organic matter, and thus reduce the potential reservoir for spore that will be ingest and continue the infection. Consistent use at level that lessen the amount of organic matter is important. Perspective. Reducing the load of spore in the production environment by reducing their false vertical transmission as a result of contaminated surface due to spawning, in combination with aggressively limiting the reservoir for spore, will reduce the severity of EHP. Consistent use of this method should lessen the long-term impact and reduce the environmental load spore. That's all from me. Thank you.